On Osrc News at 7, residents defy heavy downpour to cast ballots in Edo governorship election. Women groups applaud Governor Ayeda towards all-inclusive governance, pledge supports. FG Labour signed memorandum of understanding of new minimum wage. And from the foreign scene, U.S. Secret Service issues review of security failures over Trump's assassination attempts. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the news at 7. I am Oyewumi Ayinibara. And tonight we begin with the Edo State election. And the people of the state braved heavy rain to cast their vote for the next governor today. The election featured 16 candidates vying for the state leadership in a largely peaceful atmosphere. Voters expressed their commitment to the electoral process, highlighting the significance of their participation in shaping the state's future. Our correspondent Kule Ario reports.
Voters in Edo State turned out in large numbers across the 18 local government areas to select their governor for the next 4 years. Reports from the 4,519 polling units indicated timely arrival of INEC officials and materials, with security personnel present to ensure safety. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) monitored the election closely to prevent vote buying. Despite heavy rain, eligible voters remained determined to exercise their franchise.
I came here very early.
Okay.
Yes, but so far, we've come to do the right thing. I don't see cast our votes. We are expecting that our votes should count. And so far, everywhere has been cool, calm.
Okay. The election is going peacefully, without rancor. And what we are expecting before that is going to be something whereby to generate fear. But with the look of things right now, and the voters are voting accordingly to the plan, and everything is working peacefully.
So far, the election is going on peacefully. The security is more than enough, and we are all casting our vote. Hopefully, later, and there is no franca, so that the vote should be counted and it should count.
After casting their votes, some governorship candidates shared their thoughts on the election.
Everything is moving smoothly, and the rivers is working perfectly. You say it very as if you have not done it, you have done nothing. So it's like just go there and vote. That is how it is right now. I believe the way it is, it should be like that everywhere. It's okay here. I don't know others. But what I'm seeing here is like a testimony that INEC is getting it right. You can see, nobody is fighting, no knockout even. No a stick of matches.
We're getting some concerning feedback from around the state, but I'm not the kind of person who's going to make any statements until I verify the sources of my information. So it's early days. What should I say? It's still early in the day, and we will be observing the process as we go. At least we have crossed one hurdle. I have voted, and I'm hoping that our supporters will all be allowed to vote.
Nobody should carry a gun into a polling unit. That's against the law, it's against the regulation. But you just see people behaving indiscriminately and behaving in the way they are behaving, oppressing and trying to intimidate our folks. But it won't happen. We won't be intimidated. We won't be oppressed.
Governor Godwin Obaseki arrived at his polling unit, Ward 4, Unit 19, Emopa High School around 1 p.m. to cast his vote.
Boss.
Edo State residents are now awaiting the election result to determine who will lead the state for the next 4 years. Kunle Ariyo, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, the National Commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for the Edo State gubernatorial election, Rhoda Gumuz, has in charge of Edo, and nobody should try to bribe her. She promised to conduct a free, fair, and credible election for the people of Edo. As at the time of this report, collation of results is about to commence at the INEC headquarters in Edo State. Now, leaving Edo State now to Ondo State, the women will continue to hold pride of place in Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's government if elected in the November 16 governorship election. This resonated across the towns visited in a federal local government area by the Odatiwa Women Initiative under the guide of Special Advisor to the Governor on Women Affairs, Shehu Osamai. Osrc's Joy Pius completes the story.
Ifedore local government area of Ondo State is the 16th local government area to be visited by the Odatiwa Women Initiative in its quest at ensuring that every woman in the state is not left behind in the various policies of the present administration. At Ijare, it was a show of love as women in the community turned out to receive the team led by the Special Advisor on Women Affairs, Shehu Osamai. The regent, Joseph Omoshebi, received the team with commendations. At Ilaramoki, which is Osamai's immediate constituency, women were full of joy as they trooped out en masse to receive one of their own. The Special Advisor Shehu Osamai reiterated Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's resolve at ensuring that women of the state have a sense of belonging in his administration.
We have shown that the federal women, we are for the governor, we are for him, and come November 16, by God's grace, we are going to demonstrate our love for him at the ballots. We are going to
Igbaroke. The narrative was the same, as the team was by the Olowa Obade family, bidding to the arms of the women in the community. Members their support the governor.
love what she has been. We are having the in behind
there because one of the in this community, and it's something that you can see the joy in the faces of all the women there. You see that they are all ready for this coming election.
He recognizes us and he values us, and then you guarantee that you see that value women will succeed.
The tour is not only for familiarization, but a means of identifying areas requiring attention towards finding lasting solutions. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
The federal government and the labor union have signed a memorandum of understanding on the 70,000 naira new minimum wage. A statement by the Head Information and Public Relations Office of the Head of Civil Service of the that the agreement is part of the resolutions reached at the recommended that the wage award, which the federal government discontinued, should be paid until 28 July 2024. The committee, led by the head of civil service of the Federation, Didi Wilson Jack, noted that the government considered the economic situation in the country before making its decisions. The federal government has shut down the Eco Bridge and ramps for 8 weeks to resurface the essential asphalt. The Federal Comptroller of Works Lagos, Mrs. Olukorede Keisha, in a statement in Lagos, said the closure would take effect September 20 to Wednesday, November 20. According to her, due to the closure, there will be detours and alternate routes for drivers, while apologizing for any inconveniences this might cause motorists and commuters. And you're still watching Osrc News at 7. After the break, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay. Glad to have you back. You can watch us live on osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Plans have been concluded by the Ondo State government to hold a youth retreat aimed at empowering young people across the state. The initiative, which will bring together youth irrespective of their political affiliations, is designed to equip participants with skills and knowledge for self-reliance, while also providing a platform for formulating policies to enhance youth development. During a press briefing at the governor's office in Akure, the Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Sakai Yusuf Ogunleye, outlined the objectives of the retreat. Mr. Yusuf Ogunleye private partnership initiative. The retreats will feature various activities including exhibitions of creative art, vocational training, agricultural innovation sessions, talk shows, and award presentations. The initiative is aimed at not only developing the talent of Ondo's youth, but also ensuring they live with practical skills for their personal growth. The Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Youth Empowerment, Orioyi Baishimori, said top entrepreneurs and prominent personalities from Ondo State will be on hand to mentor and inspire the participants, helping them to realize their full potentials. It stated that the retreat is expected to serve as a transformative experience for the youth of Ondo State, as it aligns with the government's ongoing efforts to prioritize youth empowerment and create sustainable opportunities for the next generation.
We want to discuss about how, because of the fact that it has come a long, we have come a long way. We have to bring all the youth of Ondo State together. We want to ensure that we also train, and those that are trained, they were also engaged. It's not a matter of training and leaving them for them to be looking for what to do. We will train, we will also engage them. Skill acquisitions, we have so many skill acquisition centers in the state. We want to ensure that our youth in the state take advantage of what we have and the opportunities that are provided by government. It is about bringing our youth together, training. There's going to be training, and there's going to be workshop and seminars where a lot of issues will be discussed and a lot of issues will be raised.
This project and this program is run by the government of Ondo State and in collaboration with private individuals and private organizations. And in this youth retreat, the highlight for the event is the day one is definitely for accreditation, registration, and official declaration of the retreat open. On that same day, for the first day of the youth retreat, there's going to be an exhibition of trade, what the youth of Ondo Minister of Youth for State, Honorable Olawande Ayo, will be the keynote speaker for the event, where we have panelists that will be doing justice to entrepreneurship, agribusiness, relationship and marriage, politics and leadership, ICT, and other area of concern for the youth of the state. And that same day is going to be the search for the lucky man, which is going to be an ultimate search-like program for the youth of Ondo State to see how creative and genuine they are in their thinking.
And speaking there, that's the Commissioner for Youth and Sport Development, Mr. Sakaiso Fuguleye, and also the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Youth Empowerment, Orioyi Baishimori, speaking on the Ondo State Government Youth Retreat. And now to security, the troops of barely 72 hours after the troops arrested 5 notorious gun runners at Bayemeni community along Bauchi Road in Jos, North Local Government area of the state, leading to the recovery of automatic weapons and about 6,000 rounds of assorted ammunition. In a statement, the spokesman for Operation Safe Haven, Major Samson Shaigom, said the latest notorious gun runners identified as Matawal Bitrus and Thomas Benedict were arrested at a hotel in Bokos local government of the state and were taken into custody for interrogation to arrest other members of the gun running syndicate on the run. Nigerian government has issued a strong condemnation following a terrorist attack in Bamako, Mali on Tuesday, which targeted a military airport and training center, resulting in multiple posed by extremist groups in the region. Bamako is typically spared from the frequent violence that plagues other areas of Mali, making this attack particularly alarming. It has been claimed by an Al-Qaeda-linked group, raising concerns about the growing influence of extremist factions in West Africa. The acting director of the U.S. Secret Service has released the initial findings into what went wrong before and during the first assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump in July. The attack that left 1 dead and critically injured 2 others. Kemisola Ojomo has more.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
A turn of the head saved former President building, able to take a shot. Trump just 135 meters away. Now the acting director of the Secret Service lists all the failures that allowed that to happen.
The Secret Service did not give clear guidance or direction to our local law enforcement partners. There were communication deficiencies between law enforcement personnel at the site.
The Secret Service did not deploy its counter-drone technology because of a technical issue. Agents and local police were on different radio frequencies in different command posts. The Secret Service was not aware police were looking for a suspicious person until shots were fired. Agents realized the roof was a security risk but did not follow up and did not ask local police to stay there, even though they volunteered.
Approximately 1810 local time.
Rosie says those problems have been fixed, as he says he witnessed at a recent event.
And listening to what was going on those state and local networks. In addition to that, the locals were flying a drone in proximity to the site. That drone feed was being beamed into that unified command post, and our agents had total domain awareness about what was going on. Also, they had traffic cams. They were able to pipe in those traffic cams into that unified command post.
He said the agents that made mistakes here will be held accountable. He would not say how or how many. The U.S. House passed a bill also on Friday saying candidates need to get the same protection as presidents. Browsers say Donald Trump has been getting that since the July attack, crediting it for stopping another assassination attempt just days ago at a Florida golf course. But he warned he needs more money and more agents because he doesn't see the threat going away anytime soon. Kemi Salojong, Osrc News.
In Japan, authorities have ordered about orders affect approximately 18,000 people in Wajima and another 12,000 in Suzu, both located in Ishikawa Prefecture on Sonshu Island. The Japan Metro According to government officials, 12 rivers in Ishikawa Prefecture have breached their banks, exacerbating concerns about flooding. This alarming weather event follows a recent history of natural disasters as the region is still recovering from a deadly magnitude 7.5 earthquake that struck on New Year's Day. Authorities are urging residents to seek shelter and take all necessary precautions as they brace for the potential impact of the flooding. That says at least 31 people, including 3 children and 7 women, were killed in the Israeli attack on southern Beirut.
Regarding the aggression of yesterday in the southern suburb of Beirut, everyone knows that the medical teams, civil defense units were working since the attack all the night until the time being. We are removing the rubble because we cannot until now recover all the martyrs and the wounded people. I'd like Dr. Mali Hamia regarding his his orders in order to have the proper equipment to do the work of the rescue teams. 31 martyrs, including 3 children, 6 years, 4 years. They include 3 Syrians, and a lot of remaining was there. Regarding the wounded, 68 wounded people have been transferred to 12 hospitals, including 53 who already left to their houses. 15 wounded people are still in these hospitals. 2 of them are in critical situation. Once again, we would like to thank the hospitals that despite they are full of wounded people and patients, they have managed to receive those injured and to react quickly. We also thank the medical teams, the rescue teams who have done a lot of efforts yesterday and today. Regarding the aggressions and the walkie-talkie, I'd like to say that the first day, 12 people have lost their lives. On the second day, 2 more martyrs. So the number moved to 27 martyrs, and the total number on Tuesday, Wednesday, and yesterday are 70 martyrs. Regarding the wounded people, those who are still in the hospitals for more treatment on Thursday and on the Tuesday and Wednesday, 177 wounded are still there in the hospitals.
Lebanon's Health Minister Firas Abiad speaking there on the Lebanon attack. And with that, we wrap up the news tonight. But before we go, another look at the major stories. Governor today. The election featured 16 candidates vying for the state's leadership in a largely peaceful atmosphere. We also told you that women pledged support. Federal government and labor union have signed memorandum of understanding on the 70,000 naira new minimum wage. And from the foreign semi-formed